Hey guys, it's Gameface here and welcome back to episode 10 of my England career mode. Now in today's episode we're going to be playing the final group stage of the World Cup and hopefully qualify in first place if we can beat Denmark. And we're also going to hopefully, if we do obviously beat Denmark and get through, have the game after that, which should be quite an interesting one, seeing who we come up against. Not really too sure who it could be, to be honest. As you can see, the top goal scorers, they're actually doing quite well. Benzema, Falcao and Suarez all on 4 goals there after just 2 or 3 games, so they're doing pretty well. But we do have Denmark coming up in today's episode. Something I'm quickly going to tell you about before we get into it is that, well, it's going to be difficult for us not to qualify now because of the goal difference that we've got in front of USA. So even if they do beat Egypt and we were to lose the match, they would still have to gain 5 or 6 goals on us. So it was always going to be very tough for us not to qualify in this sort of situation. But we'll wait and see obviously how he gets on against Denmark. Now before we get into the game, if we could go hit 20 likes on this video, that'd be really appreciated. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. I've been really enjoying reading your comments as well recently and replying to them as usual. And this is the team we're going to be playing with for the game against Denmark. And we've basically gone with Joe Hart in goal, Kyle Walker, Smalling, Stones, Shaw, Delph, Rooney, Wilshere, Lallana, and Sterling and Rashford up front, who came on in the previous game and absolutely demolished our opponent in the previous match. So it was a very good performance from them. So I've decided to reward them by actually starting this game. And I've actually had to leave Baines out of this one, despite his amazing performance in the previous game as well, because he's slightly tired. But yeah, that's the team I've gone with. Sturridge misses out completely, so a little bit of a shocker there. But he hasn't looked good when we've played recently with him. So yes, let's crack on with the Denmark game, try and beat them, and see how we get on. Also, something to quickly note before we get into it as well. I've decided to start doing a little bit of a custom tactic, because I've been really annoyed with the other tactics that we've been using at the moment. So I've customised it, and this is what I've gone for. So quite quick build-up play, short passing, organised positioning, free form in the final third. Passing and chance creation is going to be quite risky. Crossing not very much because we don't really have any wingers. Shooting, I'm going to try and get loads of shots on target. High pressure, high aggression. Normal width, we don't really have any, so I might well reduce that at some point. And we're going to go with covering a defender line rather than the offside trap. So trying it for the first time in this game. Not properly tried it on one of these sort of career modes before. I think I tried it on one that I don't do on camera, and it went quite well. So we'll see how it gets on against Denmark. Hopefully it improves us. Didn't really notice any dramatic changes to us defensively, but I suppose it just means we're maybe a little bit more solid. So hopefully it works, and that will be hopefully a tactical masterclass in this game, but let's find out. Come on, England, don't let us down here. It's happened so many times where we've not quite got the result we wanted to in the final game of the group stage, or in the group stage in general. Usually we qualify, so a little bit of pressure on us to make sure we do that. But at the moment, I think we seem pretty comfortable in our position. Not lost yet. 4 points from 2 games isn't that bad. Also, something to quickly note is by the time this video goes up, we might well have a new England manager in real life. It seems like Sam Allardyce is about to be appointed. As I'm recording this, he hasn't been, but he probably will be in the next few hours after I record this. So by the time this goes up, he is probably the new England manager. Sterling to shoot. Oh, good save from the goalkeeper. So let me know what you think about that in the comments. Really interested to see what you think of him. I've kind of changed my tune a little bit on Sam Allardyce. I thought it was another Roy Hodgson, but I'm warming to it a little bit now because he might well be the sort of player that can have a good go at some of the players and get them playing as good as they do for the club. So it could be an interesting appointment. I'm hoping that it works out, but we'll have to obviously wait and see in his first game in September. Rashford. Oh, it's taken a huge deflection, but the keeper's managed to save it somehow. Wasn't quite expecting that to happen. That's going to be our throw-in. We're really piling on the pressure here. It's only a matter of time before we score. That was unlucky there by Rooney. But yeah, we certainly look very good at the moment. Just need to take a few more shots. Not as many as I'd hoped for, but possession-wise on the edge of the box, we've looked really good. Sterling, again, another chance to shoot, this time on his left foot. And again, straight at Schmeichel. And as of the first half, still drawing the game 0-0. I think I'm going to stick with the same team for now. I'm not too annoyed about that. Oh, God, that's not good. United States winning 2-0. Okay, so they're getting a few goals against Egypt. But yeah, as I was saying, not too annoyed about that at the moment, because I still think we've got a couple of goals in us. Sterling will get better as other people's legs get a bit more tired. He has looked very lively still, but I think he just made such an impact against Egypt purely because everyone else was so tired. So he might well be more of a sub for me, because I'd rather him come on and get a couple of goals than him start and not get anything for us. So we'll wait and see. That's a good ball to Rashford from Sterling, and it's a good shot as well, forced a corner. Good start to the second half. We just need to find the back of the net now. Wilshere, maybe put it on the edge of the box, give that a go. On to Delph, that's going to be on his right foot, isn't it? Oh no, he's taken on his left. Sterling, oh, another good save. I think it was Sterling anyway, it looks like about his height. And it will be a corner, Lallana to take and just get it in. Try and find Sterling with that one, he hasn't. Kasper Schmeichel's off his line, that was a cross, not a shot. Ended up nearly finding the back of the net though. Okay, all three changes, just gonna freshen up the legs a little bit. Vardy, Welbeck and Dyer all gonna come on. That means Wilshere, Rashford and Lallana will all come off. And yeah, about 30 minutes now to try and find ourselves a winner. We're still looking the better team by far, but it's one of those games where any second now it kind of feels like they're going to go on an attack and score with the first shot, which would be very annoying, but I still think we've got enough in this game to get a couple of goals still. Vardy looking for Welbeck, it's a tight angle, but he's going to shoot, and it's straight at Schmeichel. 6 minutes left, despite no goals, it's been a very interesting game. So much better, I can't believe the difference in the team. Welbeck, going to play it through to Vardy, this is a great chance for us. Vardy has Sterling in the middle. Oh, no. Oh, it's a poor decision in the end. Really poor decision. Welbeck, rescue us, please. Oh, Schmeichel's had to beat it off the line. This game really hasn't gone for us at all. Just needed Schmeichel to give away an own goal there, but it didn't quite happen. Rooney a look for Vardy. It has found him. Again, just lacks that little bit of luck. Into the 90th minute now. Is this a corner? It is. Delph. To Sterling. Come on, let's have a good ball in, please. Oh, it's not great. Is that going to be it? I think it might well be. Still a little bit of time now. Walker, going to go for the cross. Sterling, not really the most height in the world. Rooney, oh, heads away. This will be it now, I would have thought. And it is. We've drawn the game 0-0. Disappointing result. Fantastic performance though. Just couldn't score. We really couldn't get a goal against Denmark, and it's a huge shame. But I'm not that disappointed because we've gone through into the next round. Not as top in the group, which isn't good. But we've still gone through, and I think we can still win this, to be honest. I still think we can win the World Cup because that performance was quite incredible, really. I don't know how we didn't manage to score, but we'll sort it out for the next game, and I'll move on to it once I've dealt with some of these transfers. We've got Spain. So, we're on the match day now, and we need to try and beat Spain. This is going to be a very tough game, obviously. This is the team I'm going to be putting out for the match. We've got Vardy, Welbeck, Barkley, Rooney, Delph, Dyer, Baines, Smalling, Bartley, Klein, and Hart in goal. Had to keep Delph and Rooney in there because they're a little bit tired, so I had to kind of do it. But we've had to bring in, obviously, other players like Bartley, Klein, and Baines to kind of freshen the team up as well. Quite a strong bench. That is what we've got. I've decided to bring Sturridge onto the bench, see how he gets on if he does need to come on at any point. And yeah, let's see how we get on against Spain. Very tough match. Hopefully we can play as well as we did against Denmark. That is going to be very tough to do, obviously, against this sort of team. But we'll wait and see how we get on. Come on, round of 16. Need a win. And we need to start off well as well. That would be quite nice if we could grab a goal. Barkley going to look to Welbeck. It's a good pass. Welbeck trying to cut inside on Ramos. Welbeck! Oh, you've got to score that. Oh, we have been slightly on top, actually. It's been fairly even for most of it, but I'd say we've probably just about crept it in terms of chances created and obviously possession in key areas. Possession overall, obviously, they'll dominate that as usual, but in key areas, we've definitely been the better team. Barkley. Oh, that's supposed to go to Welbeck, but Delph's on it. Again, another poor pass. Nothing to do with me. I waited enough to get to Welbeck, but just didn't get there. Thank you, game. Vardy going to look for Ross Barkley. Now on to Welbeck if we can in the middle. Of course, it's cleared perfectly away. And Baines can't quite get that one. Come on, run the attack. Don't blow there. Half time, 0-0. We'll keep the team the same for the first 10-15 minutes. Barkley going to look for Vardy. Might just be onside here. No, he's not. I think it's going to be one goal that wins it in this match. It looks very tight. I still think we've been the better team. They've not really challenged us yet, Spain. I know they will at some point in the game because that's always the way. But so far they really haven't done anything. So we need to really try and kick him whilst they're down at the moment. Welbeck into Vardy. Just a bit slow there, Vardy. Come on. I know you're 32 or whatever, but come on. Got to be quicker there. Okay, 2 changes. Rashford and Milner are going to come on. That means I'm taking Rooney and Barkley off, and Welbeck will go into centre attacking mid. We're going to leave Sterling for a little bit later on when their legs are even more tired. So we'll see how we get on with those changes. Hopefully that benefits us a bit, and hopefully we can try and get a goal now. Trying to pick out Rashford. It's a good little run from him, but not a great pass. Couldn't quite get the touch sorted out. And another one of those sort of passes as well that you get on the game this year. We're looking a little bit all over the place for the first time in this game now. They're really starting to dominate us in possession. And we're just looking so poor. I don't know what it is. We've really just suddenly changed quite quickly. Come on, Vardy. He's lost his pace, but he's won it back here, Vardy. Going to go for a shot, and it's gone in. Nearly went sweaty, but I've tried already this episode. It didn't work. Vardy scores, and he's made up for his earlier few mistakes that he's been making. 1-0. There's only about 16 minutes left now, plus add-on time. We've gone up, and I've not celebrated too much because there is still 16 minutes, and I'm well aware that this game likes to, well, take the mick out of you really late on. So we'll see how we get on. We're going to bring on, I think, another player now. Be back once I've decided on who. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to a 4-1-4-1 formation, try and hit on the break a little bit. We will actually, I think, change it to counter-attacking now. Because I know it's a little bit negative to do this with not so long left, and it invites a little bit of pressure, but I think it's tactically probably the best thing we're going to do because they're going to start throwing a lot of numbers forward. So we're going to go with that. Welbeck's obviously playing midfield, Vardy on the right side, brought on Sterling, and obviously taken off Delph. So let's see how we get on. About 15 minutes left now, and it will be a tough end to this game, I would have thought. Just look already how many bodies they've got forward and how little they've got back, and I've only just pressed play again. It's unbelievable the amount they're going to throw forward towards the end of this match now. Sterling, looking for Eric Dyer, probably the person who's got the least energy on the pitch. Going to try and get it in, and he's not quite managed to. And now he's got to go all the way back, Eric Dyer. Had a brilliant bit of defensive play in the end. Rashford. Can we pick Milner out? Or pick out the corner? That would be fine, to be honest. Get there, Milner. Go on. Yes, what a legend. Has played quite well, to be fair to him, James Milner, since coming on. We're just going to do to the computer what they always do to us. See how they like it and how they deal with it. Oh, they're going with 2 people. That's how they do it. We can't control 2 at the same time, though. Wait, is that corner? Oh, it is as well. Oh, well, I know what to do here. Just play it short, I think. Not really the tallest guy, is he, Sterling, but we'll go with it. See how he gets on. Take a throw in. What a way to kill the next 2 minutes. This is quite nice, actually. Quite looking forward to the quarterfinals. Quite looking forward to beating the computer at their own game here. Sterling just using all the strength that he's got. Really tactical end to this match. I like to see that. It's good to see. Good football, really. This might be what we've got under Big Sam, you never know. This might well be what happens in a lot of the games. We've got a corner as well now. Most corners have had all game. Can't resist the cross. Oh, if it scored then. Welbeck, let me shoot. Let me shoot. We've won it. We're through to the next round. We've beaten Spain with some Big Sam tactics towards the end, if you could call them that. We're into the quarterfinals, and we will be playing the quarterfinals, and maybe, obviously, if we get through, maybe the semi-finals in the next episode. And, yeah, decent result. 1 shot on target for us? No, surely not. 1 shot on target. Oh my days, only 2 shots on target in the whole match. So, yeah, I thought the game was a little bit better than that. Maybe not, but to me it seemed a little bit better than that. We go through into the next round against France. Okay, another tough game, obviously, and you expect the tough games, but, you know, we could have got someone a little bit easier. Obviously, on the other side of the draw, there's a lot of easier teams there. Denmark, Ivory Coast, South Africa, to name a few, but I would have liked a better team, an easier team, I should say, but we've got France. We'll have to deal with that, and we'll have to decide on the tactics in the next episode. My worry is when the next game is. If it's in like 2 or 3 days' time, then how do they expect us to cope with that? Transfer offer in for Delph, and we will just be rejecting these ones. Not that the Man City side of things really matters too much to us. This is just purely England, for those of you who haven't caught on yet. And I'll quickly do some player development as well, I think. So I went with these 5 players, and we have no real growth, to be honest. Only Robert's there going up in his stamina, which is nice to see. But these are the kind of fringe players at the moment, which I'm looking at for the next tournament. Kind of planning ahead already. Obviously, Reece Oxford I really want to be in the squad, because we're not going to have all those players available in 2 years' time, and they won't be as good. So we're going to look at other alternatives. Is it Anua? Is that how you pronounce his name? The Tottenham player? I think that's how you pronounce it. Something like that. Who we've got available to us as well on like the fringe of the squad. He's about 77 overall at the moment. Just saw Jordan Henderson, who he signed before, but I saw him to Man United. Got quite a lot for him, so I thought, why not? Manu Garcia won't actually be going out on loan. Don't know why I decided to train up either. He's not English. That was a silly mistake. And we won't bother selling Chris Smalling. Yeah, let's move on to getting to the France game now. So you guys can let me know what you make as the starting 11 in the comments below. Also, let me know what you want me to do after this tournament, because obviously the tournament will be over in an episode or two. So let me know what you want me to do afterwards. Do you want me to continue doing this and maybe move on to the Euros or something like that? Let me know in the comments below, or do you want me to end the series here? Obviously, I'm only like 10, or by that time, maybe 12 episodes through the series. But let me know in the comments below. I'm really interested to hear what you think. If you'd like to see a different career mode, let me know. I am open to that, possibly at the end of this tournament, depending on how we do, obviously. If we don't really achieve anything particularly spectacular, I may well go on to the next tournament. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. That is it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Leave your team suggestions in the comments below as well. I'll be interested to see what you think of what sort of team I should put out for the next game. That is it. Thank you all for watching. If we could go hit 20 likes on this video, that'd be really appreciated. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic, and I'll help you keep up to date, obviously, when the latest episodes are out. And follow me on Twitter as well, at GameFaceHD, because I basically let you all know when the videos go up, as soon as they go up. And, ooh, Joe Hart wants to stay now. That's good news. Not that we really trade him anyway. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time, and goodbye.